Super Bowl, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jihad Ward in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last... couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent is so good, and his ability to shift and move on a dime, he is so impressive. Even when you play it right, he can make you wrong.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. After one, it's 13-6.
With the score, Ravens 13, Texans 6.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Ravens have got it.
Jackson sacked. A fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right, and now he's going to use his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Ravens.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. The end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, we've seen.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram able to make it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We're going to see what they do here this
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air yet again. Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that'll bring up second down.
Humphrey on the coverage.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Able to power through. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 26. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Oh, and not accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Ravens add on.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
David Johnson.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And oh, he coughed it up. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And partner, I know hindsight hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now Jackson back into his end zone, buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The quick feet by Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He's going to take off with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big, big loss there. And it goes down as a sack as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On the move to his left. He'll run it. And some room to maneuver. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Man, defensively, that hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. And certainly some credit there for, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here's Jackson on the option. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
They ain't on our side.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
He can run for it, and he will. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Watson, open man, the tight end fails. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Watson on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson and going deep downfield for Boykin. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Miles Boykin, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half.
19.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Gets past one man. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
30-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the option is Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. They run the option as Jackson will hand it to Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.